need actually. Correct, right? Or can you all write it down at least the values, because or else you need to keep on remembering it. Yesterday, what we have discussed, okay? So we were trying to do the construction of the decision tree, right? And even we have done determining the root node based on the first parameter, that is outlook, right? So outlook had how many values? Three values. That is rainy, sunny, overcast, right? Then what was the outcome based upon these three values of the outlook? Whether the outdoor game can be played or not played, that is yes or no values, made us to derive into the information as the very first parameter, what we have got it as outlook. The screen is visible, right? Screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Please keep on answering me because I'm not able to see anything and I cannot really predict. Okay, so please cooperate with me. So yesterday we were done with the construction of a table. Okay, we started adding the rows. So what were the attributes we considered? Very first attribute was, oh, just 1 minute. I will reduce. Let me activate the table. See, if you got the feed, you please leave the meeting. We really I'm not able to cross check and cross check and cross check and allow you. So honestly, you leave the meeting. Okay. Fine. So what were the values we got it yesterday? Just recollect it. What were the values? We have made an analysis. No, yesterday we have completed the analysis. You're not remembering me. You're not remembering the things what I explained. There are four instances, right? So for the where outlook is overcast. So out of four instances, so the play decision was yes, and the play decision was no. So when it was yes, when it was no, we need to consider. So for sunny, we need to consider. For rainy, we need to consider. And for the last one, overcast has to be considered for the analysis purpose. Okay. So let us come back here. So the attribute, so attribute was outlook. correct? Okay, so for Sunny, what we got the value? How many yes, how many no? We had, when we considered Sunny no, so we had the errors 2 by 5. We had the errors 2 by 5. Okay, so next we considered the outlook with respect to overcast 0, sorry, overcast into yes, overcast as yes. So then the total errors, we got it as 0 because there are 4 instances and all the 4 instances are having yes only. Means in the table, we need to look into it. Okay. So then the last one was for rainy. So rainy we considered yes. Okay. So there were again 5 instances. Among 5 instances, 2 were yes, 3 were no. So like this, we have got the resultant. Now we have to complete the task for all the other parameters. So those are temperature. All of you, can you take the book? Can you take the book? I'm asking you, please take a book and pen. Reply to me. I'm talking to you people only. Please reply to me. You're able to hear me? You're able to hear me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then open a book, have a pen. Now I will show the data set because without data set, we cannot really work into it. Okay. So what is the temperature value? So how many rows are there? How many values are there for temperature as the next attribute? See, temperature has got 3 values. Whether the temperature is mild, temperature is hot, and temperature is normal. So that is hot, mild, okay, then normal, normal, right? Prepare a table of 3 columns, everyone. First column is attribute, second column is the rule, that is decision rule we are going to construct. The third column is the error column, error column. So now the first attribute is what? First attribute is what? Like Outlook, what we have done it here. See, we have done the outlook here, no? We have considered here. As an outlook parameter, we have to know. So now we are taking the temperature. So first column, you write it as temperature. Now, when we go back to the table and see, under temperature, we have got how many rows with the value hot in the whole table. See, hot, first row, second row, third row, then the last but one. So 4 instances are there for the hot. There are 4 instances are there for the hot. Then how many no's are there in terms of the play column value? How many yes are there? So we got here in the data set 2 yes and 2 no. Okay, 2 yes and 2 no. Similarly, so when we have done for the outlook, we are doing it for the temperature. So when we see the temperature, automatically when we do the analysis, what it is showing? What it is showing? When the temperature is hot, are we going to play? When the temperature is hot, are we going to play is one criteria. When the temperature is mild, are we going to play? When the temperature is cool, are we going to play? Normally, hot means no play. So let us make the decision for the hot as a parameter. Okay. So like outlook, we are taking the value temperature in terms of hot, and we are trying to define a rule. Sorry, it's not yes, it is no. Hot is no is our first instance. when I say hot gives no, means no play. So how many rows of no's are there? I said already there are 2 rows with a no value. So then there are 4 instances of hot. So we can see here. So what I gave you, hot has 2 yes, okay, hot has 2 no's, means there are 4 instances. Denominator is 4, and out of which 2 times we are saying that we are not going to play in the hot temperature. So the error is 2 by 4. Write it. Write it, write it. Under attribute temperature, rule is hot gives no, error is 2 by 4. So similarly, we have to do it for mild temperature and cool temperature. And I'm taking the rule as yes, mild, yes, we are going to play. Now, when you go back to the data set, and look into the data set, okay, so how many rows we got? Mild. First of all, we need to count that. Mild is there in the 4th row, mild is there in the 7th row, so 2 times. Mild is having 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, mild has got 6 instances. Mild has got 6 instances, means to say my denominator is 6, and out of which how many values are S for the mild under play column, that we need to count. So only 2 times I'm getting mild as S value for the play. So 2 by 6 is the error. So similarly, cool, we need to count how many number of rows got the cool. So there are 4 instances as per the data set. Okay. So then automatically we have to check for yes value only, whether we can play or not, means we are asking for play only. Okay. So we are asking for play only. So if yes, I'll just count. So in that sense, I get only one instance of play as yes for the cool temperature. For the cool temperature. So similarly, we do this by looking into the whole data set for the other 2 parameters called as humidity and windy. Humidity and windy. So let me try to share the presentation now, because otherwise you cannot really get that sense or the feel of the total, I mean the errors which are coming based upon the each value of the parameter, and how we are calculating the total errors. Okay, total errors. Yesterday we have seen that. Okay, so for Outlook, we got 4 divided by 14 means 4 instances we are getting no as a play, and 10 instances we are getting yes as the answer. Okay, so let us go back to the data set. This is the data set. Okay, everybody are able to see this, right? You are able to see this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I think when I share the screen, I can use the annotations, I feel. Correct, no? We can use the annotation, but okay, fine. So now let us do it for the third parameter by looking into the data set. What is the attribute? Answer to me. What is the third attribute now? Humidity.
Humidity.
Very good. Humidity. What are the values are there in under humidity?
High, normal.
That's it. High and normal. Right. Now let us derive the rule for this humidity. So there are 2 possibilities of the humidity. The humidity can be normal or it can be high. Now let us take high first. High. Write down under the second column as the rule. High gives, when the humidity is high, can we really go and play? Just think generally. Will you be allowing or assume that you are a mother and you are going to allow your child to go and play?
No, ma'am.
No, right? So that is the decision which is helping me to predict. So the decision rule is what now? High gives no. High gives No. Now my question is, how many rows we got the high value? How many rows we got the high value? Let us count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Row 1,
7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wonderful. Write it in the fourth column. Denominator is 7. Denominator is 7. Now count the number of no's under the play column for high humidity, corresponding value of high humidity. How many no's are there for high humidity?
4.
Hey, just count properly. No with respect to high humidity. There are 7 instances. Wonderful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So out of 7, high as no, high as no, high as no, high as no. Good. Very good. 4. So what is the error? 4 by 7. What is the error? Oh, sorry. What is the error now? 4 by 7 or 3 by 7? Okay, let me go back to the temperature itself. Okay, so that we have done it on the board. Okay, but the data set was not visible to us. Okay, now hot is the rule. Okay, how many hots are there? Under temperature column, how many hots are there? Instances I'm asking. 4, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so 4 was the denominator. Wonderful. Okay, then how many no's were there? How many yes were there? For hot temperature, 2 yes were there, 2
2 yes,
no
2
were
no.
there. Wonderful. So the rule was, sorry, error was 2 by 4. 2 by 4. But there is a confusion, ambiguity. Both were equal. Yes were also 2 and no were also 2. Correct? Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
We can't really justify that answer. Now let us take the consideration of mild. How many rows are having the mild? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct? Mild gives,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, mild 6. So denominator is 6. Correct? Denominator is 6. 6 times it is occurring. 6 instances are there for the mild under temperature column in the data set. Now, let us count mild corresponding to yes, how many? Mild corresponding to no, how many from the second column and the fourth column? Let us count. Mild S, 1. Mild S, 2. Mild S, 3. Mild S, 4. Correct? I'm asking you, please
Yes, ma'am.
answer to me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Don't write that. You just side by in the book in the right hand side corner, you put it as mild is equal to 4. Means mild as S is equal to 4. Correct? Correct?
Ma'am.
Yeah. Now, mild gives no how many?
2.
2. Now the error is how much? Whether it is 4 by 6 or 2 by 4. Error is 2 by 4.
2 by 4.
Yes, error is 2 by 4. Now you catch that concept, how the error values are generated. Not
Yes,
for the rule value, not for the rule value. If the rule says yes, I need to take the no as the error. If the rule says no, I need to take yes as the value. Correct? Are you getting me? Are you
yes,
getting
ma'am.
me? Now go to humidity. High gives no. High gives no. Right? That is the rule. Leave it as it is. Now, how many no's are there for high? How many yes are there for high? You give me the count. How many no's are there for high? And how many yes are there for high?
4 no, ma'am.
4 no's are there, 3 yes are there. So then what is the error? What is the error, my dears? 3 by 7 or 4 by 7?
3 by 7.
Wonderful. 3 by 7 is the correct answer. Because the decision rule is I gives no. So I need to get the error count for yes value, not for no value. No means it is perfect prediction. Yes. When the high humidity, I'm not going to play. Right? Are you getting? So we need to get 3 by